Chess, invented in the 6th century in India as a way to pass the time while at peace. What's the most optimal thing to do when not at war? Now, of course, it's practice being at war, and few things simulate the horrors of war better than chess. You, an overseeing commander moving faceless, nameless pawns around a field with no regard for their desires or well-being, seeing them as merely a means to an end. You'll protect their lives just as soon as you'd give them up to die, whichever puts you in a more advantageous position. And what is it that these pawns are dying for? Literally nothing, because after this is finished, someone is going to want to run back, and we do it all over and over again, forever. Originally, while learning chess, I tried to implement my very successful shogi strategy. It involves distracting my opponent and then eating as many of their pieces as I can. It's generally a very effective battle tactic, utilized by many, from Sun Tzu to Faust. Unfortunately, this did not translate well to chess, as the pieces proved to be a much more potent choking hazard. So I'm back to square one and learning how to wage very small-scale wars, and I figured I could bring you all along on my journey to mastering the ultimate battle of patience, known as chess. I fully expect to develop the perfect chess strategy along the way, and I look forward to sharing it with you. When learning any skill, the absolute first thing you should do is look at masters of the craft and try to mimic what they do exactly. The concept of fundamentals are a meme pushed by the upper echelon of any given field to waste your time dawdling with rudimentary never-ending tasks so you'll never be able to challenge their place at the top. And according to the one person I know who plays teamfight tactics, the best chess player in the world is Magnus. So let's take a keen analytical eye to what he does and see what we can learn. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Okay. I have no idea what happened there. Fair enough. On to step 2 then. Take the thing you're trying to learn and relate it to something you already know how to do well. For example, let's say you're a seasoned veteran at skydiving and you want to get real good at oral sex. I mean, the transferable skills there are obvious. Alright, let me try in my case. Chess is a lot like Tekken. I don't know how to play it. Wait, no, I fucked up already. Chess is a lot like Tekken. Grandmaster is the highest ranking. It takes years of hard work and thousands of combined hours between practice and competition to reach this skill ceiling. However, as with Tekken, in chess there are certain shortcuts you can take to make your journey a little easier. If you have access to an elderly African-American New Yorker, that can make the process at least 10 times easier. Unfortunately, I do not have that luxury. I can't leave Canada at the moment, and I had my passport revoked last time I returned home from New York. Apparently it's illegal to attempt to smuggle in 3 Rat Kings, even if you're not planning on doing any fuck shit with them. It's not like I was going to eat them or use them as a multi-ended fleshlight. I was just going to make use of the Canada-wide blizzards to freeze them and make some rat frisbees. But I digress. Alright, so the Tekken analogy, while certainly useful, won't work for me personally. So I'm going to try one more. Chess is a lot like Fire Emblem. There are a bunch of units, some of which you really like and are useful, and if they die, you just wipe the board and start from the top. Then there are others where if they die, it's like they were never there to begin with. Honestly, you can just bench them from the start, it doesn't matter. So let's go through our available units. The pawns are like proto-humans, slow and weak, but with great potential. They can become very powerful if they reach their goal if you babysit them enough and prevent them from being touched. The nipples and castles are powerful, but fall into a specific niche. The queen is the ultimate all-around killing machine. The king is your self-insert, and the horses suck. Tell me, what shape do the horses move in? Yeah, exactly. Now that you have an expert-level understanding of chess theory, it's time to gain an understanding of the tangible skills of playing, and there's no better way to learn tangible skills than by watching tutorials on the internet. And this is where I would put a Skillshare ad, if I had one. Generally, you want to diversify your sources when it comes to learning something, but I have found 2 resources that seem to cover all the bases when it comes to learning chess: Mortal Kombat Deception and High School DxD. Okay, the only thing I learned from these is that you have to build your team like a gacha game. For any non-weebs in the audience, a gacha game is like Ultimate Team in a sports game, except instead of grown men who people watch play with balls, your team is composed of anime girls who people can only wish would play with their balls. So for my pawns, I've used photograph cutouts of my friends and family. For the nipples and castles, I stole 4 pieces of the Lewis Chessman set from the British Museum. I've opted not to have any horses on my team. My king is a miniature Misinformed bobblehead coming to a merch store never, and my queen is a Lucina Figma. Obviously. Now, before I take my talents to a local tournament, I'm gonna demonstrate the fruits of my methods right here for you all. Watch this shit. Fuck this game, nope, fuck this. This game is stupid. It is for idiots exclusively. I'm fucking done. And now a word from some of my patrons. Agrippa de Rippa. I'm about as good at sex as I am chess. Just don't look at my ELO score. Eitz Kodal. US Democrats playing checkers when Bernie's out here playing chess. Vote Bernard Sanders, March 3rd, 2020. Americans, please. We Canadians are begging you. This has been your compatriot, Eitz Kodal. Magnum. Someone should invent a version of chess where all the pieces are replaced by goblins, dragons, monsters, wizards, and other weird races, and make the board 400 times bigger. That'd be sweet. JK 4023. My balls smell like piss. Kilogallon. How to prove you have a big brain in 3 easy steps. Step 1. Play chess. Step 2. Subscribe to Misinformed. Step 3. Realize this was all a scam. Nathan. Chess is for plebeians. Real Canadians play crokinole. Kura. Back in junior high and high school, I was on my school's chess team. There's like 3 of us and we would default win regional tournaments and get a free ride to provincials each year guaranteed, where we would be immediately rolled into a ditch by some Melvin who skipped 2 grades and whose dad was a fucking FIDE master rank player.